Happy Tuesday, Jar of Pain babies. Welcome back to the podcast. I appreciate you being here. I'm not going to take too much of your time. This is a great episode. Scrape with the teeth. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. Oh, I just hiccup and burped at the same time. Oh, feeling sassy in my 80-degree apartment. I've yet to put the AC in. Anyways, you're safe. You're beautiful. You're loved. Bye.
Jonathan, what time is it? Jonathan, what time is it? Jonathan, what time is it? Jonathan, what time is it?
Welcome back to the Jar of Pain podcast, the podcast where we answer life's toughest questions from silly to serious. My name is Matt, and this is...
Ben.
There he is, Ben, hot off 2 shows. He's got another show tonight at the Plus in downtown Eau Claire. You won't hear this for 3 weeks.
But we'll be having another 3-day event later in the summer, so follow Clearwater Comedy on Instagram or Facebook to know more details.
Wow, good plug, good plug. We're running low on questions. You can answer a question yourself at jarpain.com. I know we have more coming, so I won't put the nuclear clock up.
Okay, good.
But yeah, our guy ran out of slips of paper. I got to buy him more paper.
Remember, if that clock strikes midnight, we kill ourselves.
Well,
First question.
give me something good.
Can you open a Starburst in your mouth?
God, I wish I had a Starburst right now. I think I could.
I think I've tried and I cannot.
You got to scrape with the teeth. Title.
Title. Scrape with the teeth.
People are like, finally, a blowjob episode. Nope. They're just talking about Starburst.
Talking about fucking Starburst.
Yeah, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
If anything, the paper will get wet enough that it'll just kind of fall apart.
You know, remember like I don't know, 20 years ago when there would be like some hot chick at a bar in a movie and she
Do the
would
cherry
like,
stem?
put a cherry stem and then she would like tie it with her mouth and then it was supposed to be like
Yeah, she's
sexual.
good at giving head is what that is supposed to mean.
But it's like you're dealing with a little more circumference
Yeah.
than
Well, she's not going to tie your penis.
exactly.
But I think it's trying to show that like she really knows how to use the tongue.
but it's on something tiny.
Yeah, but she's dexterous.
But that doesn't make any sense because
It doesn't make any sense. If you break it down, this makes 0 sense. But in the 90s, you couldn't be like, whoa, this bitch gives good head. Now you can
Yeah.
do that.
I mean, if you wanted to be impressive, like have her fucking throat an entire stalk of celery.
But that's too
Plus, it says
it's not nuanced enough.
Exactly.
In the 80s and 90s, they weren't allowed to do things on television and movies like they do now.
Well,
So they had to create a device that showed a woman being good at head without showing her sucking the dick. And that's what they came up with.
that is a good point. However, again, it's just like when you put it under scrutiny, it doesn't hold up
It does not hold up at all.
because you train with heavier weights, so the smaller weights
That's right.
aren't as big. But if you're using a cherry stem, that's little.
Yeah.
That's little. You'd want to go big and then go little. That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. To answer your question, I can't. Matt can.
I think you probably could.
I
You
probably
haven't
could.
tried.
I mean, eventually I'm just going to chew through it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one suckle of juice.
Let your body unwrap it. Let your stomach unwrap it. Dissolve the wrapper.
My stomach's about to unwrap right now. 'cause
I can hear
I'm
it,
very hungry.
but you're not going to eat.
I played pickleball today, and then Ollie was like, on me, I'll get lunch. I was like, cool, but we haven't gone to lunch yet, so I'm very hungry.
Cool. Yeah.
Anyway, next question. Next Susie Q. What is the difference between yelling, screaming, shouting, hollering? Nuance.
Yeah. Nuance.
There are nuance differences to
So
each and every
go
one
through
of
them
those.
again.
Yelling, screaming,
Mhm.
shouting, holler.
Yelling, screaming, shouting, hollering.
Yeah.
Yelling does not have a negative. Well,
No, you got yelled at.
shouting is not negative.
Shouting is not negative.
Shouting is not necessarily negative.
Yeah.
It's like trying to get somebody's attention. Like,
Like-
hey,
If you were writing song lyrics and you wanted the crowd to be loud, you'd say shout.
yes,
You wouldn't say or scream,
but you wouldn't say yell.
right? Or you might say holler, but holler I feel is more of like
Holler is to whoop and holler it is an expression of joy,
Yeah.
not directed at anybody.
Right.
Yelling directed at one person.
Yeah.
Shouting could be a group of people.
That's true.
Screaming, is that one?
Screaming I feel like can be like
It's
shouting,
danger. It's danger.
or it could be danger.
I think screaming is unconscious. It's not a yelling. It's a conscious decision to yell at somebody. Shouting is a conscious decision at a group or maybe an individual, but it is not negative. Hollering, conscious decision. Screaming is like you just crashed the car and you didn't know what was going to happen. You go, ha ha.
Yeah.
Or you get scared. That's a scream.
Yeah.
That was pretty easy. I thought it would be more
I
difficult.
thought it would be more difficult, but you know what? Language is fun.
It can be. Linguistics.
Linguini. Crompusculation. Please create a definition for this word I just invented. Here's the thing. This isn't a question.
This isn't a question.
This is a prompt.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind a prompt, though.
We can do it. But for further reference,
It should be noted. Can you please state it in the form of a question?
can you please create a definition for
The
this
word I just made up. What is it?
Crompusculation.
I'm really good at crompusculation. So what's the suffix? Ation. Ulation.
Ulation. So crompusk.
Crompusk. But what is the ulation is like what the word is doing, what it's defining. So what are other words that end in lation?
Jubilation.
Jubilation.
Relation.
Relation. Revelation.
Revelation.
So is lation like a state of being? It's a state you're in. It's a state of being.
Yes.
So compusculation is something that you're doing.
Crompusk.
Because like mastication is the scientific word for chewing.
Mm-hmm.
So compusculation is a state of being, and it's what you're doing. So you're compusculating.
Picking the crusties out of your eye.
Compusculation.
I'm crepusculating right now.
Yeah. Compusculating is the act of getting it out. Compusculation is the act of what it is. Your eye making sand.
Yes.
So in the morning, you're like, God, I had a lot of compusculation last night. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good definition.
And I get bad sleepy eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's like, especially like at season change when I get allergies.
Yeah.
I just get I don't get major allergies, but I do get like dry throat and like watery eyes. And I'll wake up in the morning. Sometimes the sand doesn't pool correctly. It gets up under the eyelid.
Oh, damn.
And at like 3 a.m, I gotta be like in the mirror trying to like find it and pick it out with my finger.
This morning I rubbed my eye and I felt like I was just like rubbing glass directly into my eyeball.
Yeah.
It hurt fucking real quick.
Yeah. It's that compusculation.
It's that crepusculation. And then I crepusculated it.
Keep that one separate because I'm gonna need to spell that when I edit this.
That's on the TikTok. We have another multi-word question.
How many are we talking? Count it out. I'll edit this out. Take your time.
All right. 33.
We've had bigger.
We have had bigger.
Okay.
Those of you who don't know, I believe that the word count for your questions should be 20 words. Matt believes it should be
50 words or under.
50 words or under. And I told him there was no way we will get a 50-word question that will actually be good or great. No, mind. I said great. That was what I said before. I got to keep that because then we could have one that is good, but I want it to be great because it's 50 words, and that's a lot of word economy. Okay?
Yeah.
Shorten that up.
I like the setups.
If the question's great, I have to buy Matt tacos.
Yes.
If it's not great, he has to buy me tacos.
That's right.
Here is a 33-word question, so it does not validate.
But it could give merit to long-worded questions, which I think is important for the movement.
So let's see. You have won the top raffle prize at a furry convention and will be getting custom fursuits made completely free of charge. Please describe your fursona. I can't hate this one.
Your fursona.
So the maker can get to work. Also, again, prompt. May I?
I like it.
Can I? Throw this at the beginning of your questions to make them questions. Please describe your fursona so the maker can get to work.
I love this. It automatically puts me
in a conference center in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I've won,
You won.
and you won too.
I won. That means I get to take off this
You get to have a new persona.
hand-me-down dog mask.
Yeah, you're the drug dog. Remember him, the private eye dog,
Scruff McGruff?
Scruff McGruff.
Scruff
You get to take off your hand me down Scruff McGruff.
I get a new Scruff McGruff.
Now you know you can be anything you want.
Any animal. Doesn't even gotta be a dog.
I
But
would-
does it have to have fur?
They're all gonna have fur.
Okay. So it isn't
I actually don't think it needs to have fur, but it will have a texture.
There's no way that it doesn't have fur, because if it doesn't have fur, they definitely have a name for it.
But I just think it needs to be big and plushy. The expressions and the eyes and nose, they're expressed. They're bigger. They're animal size. Like it looks like you're a giant stuffed animal. I'm gonna say it. Dolphin.
Dolphin. Okay.
A walking dolphin.
Bipedal dolphin.
Mm-hmm. And I go,
You know what? Tony the Tiger.
ooh.
Tony the Tiger. And my request is instead of like a red handkerchief, fucking red underwear. Briefs.
Is it Tony the Tiger with underwear on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bold move.
Yeah. I'm going to pouch him up too. I'm going to put a lot of bulge in that underwear.
Cool. I don't know what that says about us, but it says something. Next one. We may run out of today's questions, but I promise you all there are more.
There are more. So the show doesn't end and we don't end.
Yes, I just have to get our guy more 3x5s.
When have you disappointed yourself the most?
Oh,
Probably when I put thought and effort into a question about what my fursona is.
yeah. Disappointed myself.
I feel like every guy probably feels it after masturbating.
I don't really have shame about that anymore.
Oh,
I used to.
look at you getting away from the church.
Yeah. I used to apologize after every time I came. It's real weird when you have a partner
Yeah.
and you have to explain why you feel the need to apologize.
It's because God is watching. If I don't,
That's what I was grown to believe.
strike me down.
I remember learning that and immediately feeling existential fear. It wasn't a comforting. My mother was trying to comfort me.
Yeah.
Instead, I felt like I could never be alone again.
Yeah.
Terrible feeling. Disappointed myself. I don't know. Disappointment to me is like when things are out of your control. That's when you get disappointed. So something's in my control. I don't get disappointed. I can get depressed about it. I can beat myself up over it. I go, God, you're a piece of shit. These are the things I say to myself in my head, by the way, that I have to actively try to claw away from. If I'm choosing to do something, I'm going to do my best. And if I know I did my best, then I can't be disappointed.
Sure.
That's how I feel about it. Like, I don't understand. I guess I don't really understand the question. Have you ever felt disappointed in yourself? Or are you more mad at yourself? Because that's what I get. I'm just really harsh on myself.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I think.
But like disappointed is like it's Friday after school and you go home and your mom goes, guess what? Tomorrow we're going to Valley Fair. And then you wake up and it's severe thunderstorms all day and you don't get to go to Valley Fair. And it's out of your control and you're like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. That's very
I
disappointing.
think it's hard to be disappointed at something that's in your control because you had the control. Either you did your best or you didn't, but you can't be disappointed if you did your best and you did all you can do.
True. And I feel like lately in life, like easily the last 5 years, I've just been trying my freaking best. But also, maybe if I was to say one thing, I don't know, maybe my eating habits, those are kind of shit. I do get very frustrated and disappointed by myself at that.
I'm bad. Believe it or not, I'm terrible with food. Like, I will not eat all day. I don't like spending the time eating. I like cooking when I like to cook.
Yeah.
And when I have the time. But like, I will just not eat and then I will gorge at like 9:30 p.m. and then just go to bed and just let it all sit and marinate over like. And that is my biggest issue with food is that I will become like Jekyll to my Mr. Dr. Hyde. Or which one's... No, Jekyll's the good one.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, Mr. Hyde's the bad one.
So Dr. Jekyll is me right now. And then I'll just put off eating. I'll distract myself. I will continue to get more and more hungry. But the hungrier I get, the less motivated I am to make something to eat. And then I will fucking order a pizza and just eat everything at 9:30 p.m. and then just feel terrible. So maybe that's it. But, other than that, I don't really get it.
Now, adults, I don't think adults get
You can't get disappointed. You feel other more complicated emotions.
Yeah, more nuanced emotions.
More nuanced emotions.
Yeah, I think you're more disappointed with other people.
Yes. Things you can't control.
Yeah.
And as an adult, you have control, so you feel less disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. We figured it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What do you think it feels like to have a period?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of women out here who are going to laugh very hard at this. Because all I can see is like when I've like family or relationships and how I know it affects them.
Yeah.
Because my instinct is like, it feels like really bad diarrhea. And you're like the cramping portion of it.
Yeah.
Feels like when your stomach's cramping, but maybe a little more harsh and sharp than like the low poopy cramp feeling. But maybe it does feel like it. I don't know.
It feels like a lot of blood.
But I don't think you feel... Yeah, it probably feels wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a not good wet.
Yeah, like you peed yourself with a sticky pee.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can like feel it like... Oh, God.
Hey, man, this is
an adult podcast.
This is an adult podcast where men, we can
talk
do this
about periods
without feeling gross.
I don't feel gross about it. But the act of having like a wet squelch in my nethers does feel uncomfortable to me.
I mean, when you say the word squelch, yeah, it's that gross.
Listen, I don't envy it.
Yeah.
And I think that I think period care products should be free for every woman. And that's what I'm running on in 2044. I can't believe that we make you pay for the stuff that you need to be clean and hygienic. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, because if you don't have it, you're dirty and gross and shame, and God does not like you.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I just think we should
That's exactly what he's
care
saying.
for all.
Nope, that's what he's saying. That's it's the context, the subtext of his whole platform.
I just want people to be comfortable. If you just want to let it go, let it go. I don't care.
We want to be comfortable, so stop being gross, ladies.
That's not at all. You're such a dick sometimes.
Stop being
You just have to antagonize a good point.
so shame-filled with your grossness.
Stop it. I have to cut that out. I have to.
You don't have to. You want to.
I want to.
But you don't have to.
Last question.
All right. Oh. Well,
There's really nothing to manifest.
we have yet to open it,
That's true.
so we need to manifest it.
That's true. Blood doesn't scare me any more than a tornado. Sometimes Ben gets immature and really leans into it and disappoints me. Last question.
I started out strong in the rhythm and then completely
I kind of
lost
lost it too. I kind of lost it. When I called you out specifically, I lost it.
That's fine. Which game show do you think you have the best chance at winning?
Price is Right. I've
Why-
been
why is-
I've been a consummate consumer of Price is Right my entire life. Number 2 would be Wheel of Fortune.
I would say Wheel of Fortune for me. I love me Wordle. And that's just Wordle in the big leagues.
Yeah, really, it is. I watched a lot of Wheel of Fortune growing up. We always watched it at my grandparents' house. My cousin was on Wheel of Fortune once.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell anybody because of an NDA until like the week of the episode. So we're like, holy shit, you did it. Like he did it for the family. because we always watch it all together. My cousin's a genius. That's something about him that will make sense when I tell you the next thing.
Yeah.
He won every single puzzle.
Oh, nice.
Straight across the board. The only puzzle he did not get was like the bonus, like where you would win like $100,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
No one stood a chance. The first puzzle of the day to see who goes first, one T popped up and he guessed Transylvania, and it was instant. Like, no one could compete. They couldn't compete so hard that they gave the other two people $1,000 as a consolation because they just didn't have any money.
God damn.
My cousin just, boom, he ran the table.
Yeah.
And it was so fun to watch as a family because we're like, yeah, he won like $28,000.
Holy shit, nice.
Paid for his honeymoon. Now he's divorced.
Well,
But he's really smart, I guess.
yeah, maybe you can go on Price is Right now.
Yeah, I love Price is Right, though. I loved it. You have a sick day, nothing on. We didn't have cable.
Little Drew
Price
Carey.
is Right is on at 10. Oh, Bob Barker.
I mean,
I like
no.
Drew. I like Drew fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm pretty good at Price is Right. I mean, when I watch it, I haven't watched it in a long time. I haven't been sick and up at 10 a.m. If I'm sick now, I'm actually sick. I'm not faking sick like a child, so I can masturbate all day in peace. Yeah, probably Price is Right.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I like to think maybe Jeopardy. That's the classy game.
I'm not smart enough for that. I don't know enough trivia.
I don't do they get told in advance? I assume they have to be told in advance. There's no fucking way people are just walking around with that random ass trivia knowledge.
No, they are. They're not told anything in advance.
No. I'm saying like they're given the subject. So like,
No.
yo, this is what. There's no way.
Yes, people are really smart.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. And I know Celebrity Jeopardy is easier
Well, of course. Those
because they're playing for charity, so
Those
they want to rack up.
prizes.
They want to rack up the money.
yeah.
But maybe you could do okay at Celebrity Jeopardy.
I should feel insulted, but I won't.
Well, you just said I can't fathom people having that kind of knowledge. So
They just it'll be like fucking 18th century Renaissance paintings.
yeah, there's a lot of people who are very smart and well studied.
And then it'll be like tugboats, like right next to like what? No. You have to take a survey or a questionnaire or something that gives you them the impression that you know what you're talking about.
You have to try out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire always intrigued me. Not because I think I'm smart enough to win $1 million,
Yeah.
but all the episodes I've watched of that, I'd have a pretty good chance at winning like 50 grand and just getting out.
Yeah. You ever see that one guy who won $1 million? He
I
went through,
watched it live.
cleaned it out, and then his one phone
His
call.
lifeline.
Yeah, and then he used it to, what was it called, his wife or something?
He called his dad.
His dad.
He said, just so you know, I'm going to win $1 million. And then the crowd went fucking wild.
That is literally the biggest dick move
It's a baller move.
of all time.
Yeah. My dad used to love Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We watched it whenever it was on. I watched that live. It was pretty electric.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would have lost my shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a big dick move on a nerd show.
Last question. You're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
You ace all your questions. You're on the last question. You know it. You're going to get it right. You use your lifeline to call someone.
Who do I call?
And what are you saying?
I probably call my best friend Brandon and tell him we're going on a trip. Yeah. Usually we end on a bang. I'm not feeling the bang.
I tried to feel the bang, and then I was like, oh.
See, you tried to make
Bang.
You tried to make a joke. You don't have to try to make jokes, Ben.
I don't have to. I mean, because the obvious answer is like, I'd call my mom and be like, hey, Mom. I would try and out big dick that guy is what I really would do.
Mhm.
It's like, how do you out big dick that guy?
You scream.
I don't think you need to scream. You don't need to be loud. You need to be more nuanced with your voice.
Okay.
You need more nuance with your approach.
Hmm.
A little different, a little subtle.
You call the library and say, I'm donating all the money.
Ooh.
Everyone immediately loves you.
No. You call that guy. You call that guy and then be like, fucking did it, bitch.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We have reached the end of the show. Usually we have a good one-liner, but this time, only this time, show is done.
Jonathan, what time is it? Jonathan, what time is it? Jonathan, what time is it? Jonathan, what time is it?